Inside the dreaming brain, you're lying in bed still. The lights are off, but deep within your brain, activity is starting to stir. REM sleep and the dream gateway. As you drift into sleep, your brain doesn't simply shut down. Instead, it enters a highly active process, moving through distinct stages. One of the most fascinating is REM sleep, rapid eye movement, where most vivid dreaming occurs. This stage is your mind's entry into the surreal. Paradoxical sleep, awake inside, asleep outside. During REM sleep, your brainwaves resemble those of wakefulness. Scientists call this a paradoxical sleep because even though your body is paralyzed, your mind is alert and alive with activity. The prefrontal cortex goes silent. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for rational thinking and decision-making, powers down during REM. Without this filter, your dreams become strange, logical, and wonderfully bizarre. The emotional brain takes over. Meanwhile, your amygdala, the brain's emotional hub, becomes highly active. This may be why dreams feel emotionally intense, why a simple scene can turn into joy, fear, or sorrow without warning. Memory and the hippocampus disconnect. The hippocampus, which handles memory storage, acts differently during REM. It doesn't relay memories in a linear way, which is why dreams often feel like a scattered remix of your past imagination and random thoughts. Muscle paralysis. For safety, your motor cortex activates like it would if you were moving, but your body doesn't respond. That's because the brainstem creates muscle atonia, a full body paralysis that prevents you from acting out your dreams. Without it, sleep could become dangerous. PGO waves spark dream imagery. One of REM unique signals is a pulse called PGO waves. These electrical patterns flow through your brain's visual and motion processing centers and may be responsible for kicking off the vivid visuals you experience in dreams. The default mode network keeps thinking even asleep, parts of your brain linked to daydreaming and inner thoughts. The default mode network remain quietly active. They may shape your dreams wandering narrative or inner voice. Reading dreams through brain scans. Scientists have used fMRI scans to peek into dreams. By matching brain patterns with known activities like seeing a face or reading a word, they can sometimes predict dream content with surprising accuracy, up to 60% in controlled studies. The visual cortex lights up strangely. Your brain's visual center is more active during REM than when you're awake with open eyes. This may explain why dream scenes often feel hyper-real, colored by imagination, but shaped like memory. Pleasure and motivation in dreams. Parts of your brain involved in reward and motivation, like the ventral striatum, light up during REM sleep. Some researchers believe this might help with emotional regulation, memory processing, or even goal setting while dreaming. Dreams get longer through the night. Your sleep cycles repeat, and with each one, REM stages grow longer. By early morning, you might spend nearly 45 minutes in a single dream, fully immersed in a silent visual world created entirely by your mind. The brain doesn't just rest, it creates entire realities. And while you lie still, your neurons paint moving pictures across the canvas of sleep. Why do we dream? Science tries to explain your eyes may be closed, but your mind is searching for meaning. Every flicker of a dream might have a deeper reason. But what exactly are these nightly visions for? The threat simulation theory. One theory suggests dreams evolved to help us survive. According to the threat simulation theory, dreams rehearse dangerous or stressful scenarios, so when we face real danger, we're better prepared. Emotional regulation and night therapy. Another view is that dreams help us manage emotions. When we process fear, grief, or joy during REM, our brain may be softly untangling difficult feelings, like a built-in form of nighttime therapy. Memory consolidation. While you sleep, dreams may help cement new memories. During sleep, especially REM, your brain replays fragments of what you learned that day. This replay may help strengthen long-term memory and understanding. Reverse learning. Forgetting to function. A more radical idea is the reverse learning theory, that dreams help us unlearn useless information. According to this theory, the brain uses dreams to erase unnecessary connections, keeping your mental space tidy. Creativity and problem-solving dreams have often been linked to creativity. Some researchers believe they allow your mind to form new connections, try strange ideas, and even solve problems, sometimes in ways your waking mind can't. The cognitive simulation theory, this theory sees dreams as mental rehearsals. In your dreams, you interact with people, navigate spaces, and solve social puzzles. It's like practicing life without real consequences, sharpening your skills while you sleep. Information integration across memories. Dreams may help integrate new experiences with older memories. This blending might explain why dreams feel oddly familiar but strange. Your brain is stitching ideas together in unique ways. Processing trauma in a safe space for people with anxiety or PTSD. Dreams may replay trauma. Though difficult, this might be the brain's way of gradually desensitizing itself, exposing the mind to fear in a space that's private and protected. The activation synthesis model, a classic theory. The activation synthesis model suggests that dreams are the brain's attempt to make sense of random neural signals. The dream doesn't have a purpose. It's just your mind creating a story from noise. Dreams as a byproduct of sleep cycles. Some scientists argue dreams serve no deep function at all. They're simply a byproduct of sleep architecture, just mental static, a natural side effect of electrical activity in a sleeping brain. Social simulation and evolutionary bonds. A newer theory suggests that dreams reinforce social skills, rehearsing conversations, empathy, and bonding. This mental practice might have helped humans thrive in complex communities throughout evolution. There may be no single answer. Perhaps the most intriguing idea is that dreams serve multiple overlapping purposes. They may heal emotions, store memories, test reactions, and create. And still they remain one of the brain's greatest mysteries. And so we dream, not always to escape, but to prepare, to understand, and sometimes to simply exist in another form of reality. What shapes our dreams? The ingredients of the mind's theater. A dream may feel random, but beneath the surface, your brain is drawing from a deep reservoir of influence. Memories, emotions, and even what you ate for dinner can subtly guide your sleeping mind. Recent experiences take the lead. Dreams are often colored by events from the day. This is called the a-day residue effect. Your brain echoes what you recently saw, heard, or felt. Even small moments like a conversation or a passing song may show up in your dreams that night. Emotional states imprint deeply. Strong emotions are like ink on the brain. Whether it's anxiety, excitement, or grief, these feelings leave a lasting impression. The more intense your emotion, the more likely it is to shape the tone or plot of your dream. The power of long-term memories. Old memories don't disappear. They resurface in dreams. Often they appear in fragmented, reassembled forms, combining people and places across time. You may find yourself back in a childhood home, speaking with someone you met last week. Unresolved thoughts recur. Dreams can act like a mental post-it note. If something has been left unresolved, an unfinished task, a fear, or a decision, it may keep bubbling up in your dreams until your mind feels it has closure. External sounds blend into dreams. Even as you sleep, your brain listens. A siren, fan, or music playing nearby can be woven into the dream storyline. You might hear a knock in your dream, then wake to realize it was a sound in your room. Smell and touch influence. Subtly, scents can also shape dreams, especially emotional ones. Pleasant smells like lavender may lead to more positive dreams, while unpleasant ones like smoke can trigger nightmares. Gentle touch like a blanket shift can be mistaken as a dream sensation. Body position can affect content. The way you sleep might impact what you dream. Some studies suggest that sleeping on your left side leads to more nightmares, while lying on your right may lead to calmer, more peaceful dreams. It's still debated, but intriguing. Hormones alter the landscape. Fluctuating hormones, especially cortisol and melatonin, can influence the depth and intensity of dreams. People under stress often report more vivid or disturbing dreams, possibly because their brains are hyper alert. even in sleep. Medications can reshape dreams. Certain medications, especially those that affect serotonin, dopamine, or REM sleep patterns, are known to trigger vivid, bizarre, or even lucid dreams. Antidepressants, blood pressure drugs, and sleep aids often top the list. Food and digestion have subtle effects, though not fully proven. Many report unusual dreams after late-night snacks or spicy foods. Some believe it's not the food itself, but the digestion process, which increases body activity and disrupts deeper sleep stages. Culture and belief systems matter. What you believe about dreams can shape how you dream. In some cultures, dreaming about the dead is sacred. In others, it's unsettling. Your brain may use cultural expectations as the script for how the dream unfolds. Your imagination sets the rules ultimately. Your imagination is the director. It decides whether the dream is wild, calm, romantic, or nonsensical. The richer your inner world, the more vivid the show your sleeping brain can produce. Each night, your brain becomes an artist, pulling from emotion, memory, and sensation to craft a world made entirely of thought. It's not random. It's unfiltered. Lucid dreams, waking up inside the dream sometimes. In the middle of a dream, something shifts. The walls blur. The sky feels too perfect. A voice in your head whispers, "Wait, this isn't real." And just like that, you're dreaming. Welcome to the world of lucid dreams. Lucid dreaming is real, and proven though it once sounded like fantasy, lucid dreaming is scientifically confirmed. Brain scans show that during a lucid dream, parts of the prefrontal cortex, normally quiet during sleep, suddenly light up, as if the brain regains awareness. You're aware but still asleep. In a lucid dream. You're fully asleep, but you know you're dreaming. That awareness opens a strange new layer of consciousness, where you can observe, question, or even reshape your dream from within. You can sometimes control the dream with practice. Some lucid dreamers learn to fly, explore imagined cities, or revisit memories. Though full control isn't always possible, many can steer the dream gently, like riding a wave instead of swimming upstream. Lucidity often begins with a clue. Lucid dreams often begin when something seems off. A clock melts, a hallway never ends, or gravity disappears. These are dream signs, a trigger awareness, reminding the brain this can't be real. Reality checks can help induce lucidity. Practicing reality checks, like trying to push your finger through your palm or reading text twice, can train your mind to question reality. If you do this often while awake, it may carry over into your dreams. Wake back to bed technique increases chances. One common method is the wake back to bed WBTB technique. You wake up after about 5-6 hours of sleep. Stay awake briefly, then fall back asleep. This increases REM activity and raises the chance of lucidity. Keeping a dream journal helps. Writing down your dreams every morning can increase your awareness of dream patterns. Over time, this makes your brain more alert during sleep and more likely to notice when something's dreamlike. Some people are natural lucid dreamers. Not everyone needs to practice. About 20% of people report having lucid dreams once a month or more, or around 1% experience them weekly. For others, lucidity might only happen once in a lifetime. Lucid dreams can feel ultra-real. Surprisingly, some lucid dreams feel more vivid than real life. Colors glow brighter. Emotions are amplified. Even touch and sound can feel hyper-detailed because the brain's sensory areas are fully engaged. Lucidity may reduce nightmares. For people with recurring nightmares, lucidity can be healing. Recognizing the dream lets them pause the fear, confront it, or even change the outcome. This has made lucid dreaming a tool in nightmare therapy. Brain activity in lucidity is unique. During lucidity, EEG scans show increased gamma wave activity linked to higher awareness and cognitive function. It's like the dreamer becomes both actor and director in the Sleeping Minds movie. But too much lucidity can disrupt sleep for some, especially those who try too hard to stay lucid. Dreams can become exhausting or even disrupt rest. Like all things, balance is key. Lucid dreaming works best when allowed to come naturally. Floating between sleep and awareness, lucid dreams remind us the mind has layers we're only beginning to understand. And sometimes your dream becomes a mirror, showing you that you're more conscious than you ever imagined. Nightmares, when dreams turn dark, most dreams drift like clouds. But now and then they shift. A shadow creeps in, a fall that never ends, a voice you can't quite place. These are the dreams we call nightmares, where fear becomes a story. Nightmares are a natural part of dreaming, though frightening. Nightmares are a normal part of the sleep cycle. Most people have them occasionally, and children even more so. They're not a sign of weakness, just a window into the emotional weather of the mind. They often occur during REM sleep. Nightmares typically happen in the later parts of the night during REM sleep, when dreams are most vivid and emotional centers of the brain are highly active. That's why they feel so real and so hard to forget. Stress is a major trigger. Stress is one of the most common causes of nightmares. Emotional overload, anxiety, or real-life tension can bleed into dreams, turning ordinary scenes into fearful ones. Your brain may be trying to process what your waking mind avoids. Traumatic experiences can echo in sleep for people who've experienced trauma. Nightmares may return again and again. These aren't just bad dreams, they're re-experiencing episodes, and part of conditions like PTSD. They reflect the brain's effort to confront unresolved pain. Certain medications can intensify them. Some medications, especially those affecting the nervous system, like antidepressants, beta blockers, or sleep aids, are known to heighten dream intensity. In some cases, this means more frequent or more vivid nightmares. Nightmares are more common in childhood. Children often experience nightmares during their development. Their brains are still learning how to regulate emotion, and dreams are part of that process. As they grow, most children have fewer nightmares over time. Irregular sleep patterns increase risk. Going to bed late, inconsistent schedules, or waking frequently during the night can increase the chance of nightmares. A restless mind finds it harder to sink into calm sleep, and dreams may follow that same unease. Nightmares have evolutionary roots. Some scientists believe nightmares evolved as a survival mechanism. By dreaming of danger, like predators or threats, we rehearse reactions. It's a way to prepare for the worst without facing it in real life. You can sometimes wake up on cue in intense nightmares. Many people report knowing they're dreaming and willing themselves to wake up. This may be a built-in safety switch where the brain pulls you out before emotional overload becomes harmful. Talking about nightmares helps process them. Sharing nightmares, writing them down, or even drawing them can help reduce their impact. This act of externalizing fear gives your brain a chance to look at it with distance and understanding. And nightmares can be rewritten. A technique called imagery rehearsal therapy helps people rewrite their recurring nightmares. They imagine a different, more peaceful ending while awake, training the brain to reshape the dream next time it appears. Even scary dreams serve a purpose in the end. Nightmares are not the enemy. They may be the brain's way of saying, "This hurt, this mattered, let's face it together." In the stillness of sleep, even fear becomes a teacher. As the dark dream fades, your mind steadies again, reminded that even within storms there is meaning. And as the night continues, a gentler dream waits just ahead. Dream recall, catching shadows before they fade. You wake up slowly. The feeling lingers, a forest, a face, something you wanted to remember, but it's already slipping away. Dreams often vanish like mist, but some stay with us for hours, even years. Why? Most dreams are forgotten within minutes. Studies show that we forget up to 90% of dreams within 5 minutes of waking. The brain, shifting from sleep to alertness, focuses on survival and real-world tasks, not preserving the fragile threads of dream logic. The brain doesn't store dreams like memories during REM sleep. The hippocampus, which stores long-term memories, is less active. That means dreams don't always get filed in the same way waking experiences do. They're vivid, but fleeting. Emotional dreams are more likely to be remembered. If a dream is emotionally intense, joyful, terrifying, heartbreaking, it's more likely to be remembered. Strong emotions may tag the dream as important, giving it a better shot at survival. Interruptions during REM boost. Recall waking up directly from a dream. especially in the middle of REM sleep, greatly increases the chance of remembering it. That's why early morning dreams often feel clearer than those from earlier in the night. Dream recall varies by personality. Some people naturally remember more dreams than others. High recallers often score higher in traits like openness to experience and imagination, and their brains show more activity in certain regions during REM sleep. Keeping a dream journal can train the brain. Writing down dreams immediately after waking trains the brain to pay attention to them. Over time, this habit improves recall, making even hazy or partial dreams easier to remember. Recalling dreams in fragments still counts even if you don't remember an entire story. A single image, sound, or feeling can offer insight. Partial recall is valid and often enough to trigger deeper memories with a little reflection. Alcohol and sleep aids reduce recall. Substances that disrupt REM sleep, like alcohol or certain medications, often lead to poor dream recall. The dreams may still happen, but your ability to catch and hold them fades significantly. The brain may block some dreams on purpose. Some theories suggest that forgetting dreams may be protective. The brain may dump certain dreams, especially unpleasant ones, to preserve emotional stability or prevent confusion with real memories. Repeating the dream can lock it in. Saying the dream out loud or silently repeating it before moving from bed helps preserve it. Even whispering, "I was at the ocean with someone I didn't know," can give the brain a chance to hold on. Morning distractions make us forget faster. Checking your phone, jumping out of bed, or talking immediately can overwrite the fragile dream memory. Giving yourself a moment of stillness can dramatically improve how much you retain. You can improve recall with intention. Simply telling yourself, "I want to remember my dreams tonight," before sleeping increases recall. This small act of intention primes your brain to pay attention, sometimes even opening the door to lucid dream. Dreams slip through the cracks of memory, but with patience, some can be caught like fireflies in a jar. Each remembered dream is a tiny gift from the night, waiting to be unwrapped. Dreams and creativity, where ideas are born in the dark as the world fades and your mind floats free, something remarkable can happen. The borders of logic dissolve and imagination runs wild. In this strange dream world, seeds of invention are quietly planted. Dreams have sparked scientific breakthroughs. The structure of benzene, a key molecule in chemistry, came to scientist August Kekulé in a dream. He saw a snake biting its own tail, inspiring the ring-shaped structure. A fleeting image, yet it reshaped science. Paul McCartney heard it yesterday in a dream. The melody for one of the Beatles' most famous songs, "Yesterday," came to McCartney while asleep. He woke up, ran to a piano, and played it, unsure if it was something he'd heard before, if he had just dreamed it. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein was dream-born. The idea for Frankenstein came to 18-year-old Mary Shelley in a vivid dream of a pale scientist bending over a lifeless figure that stirred. That dream became a novel that birthed the science fiction genre. Einstein's relativity may have come from a dream. Albert Einstein once said his ideas for relativity were inspired by dreams of sliding down beams of light, a surreal image that became the foundation of one of science's greatest theories. Artists use dreams as direct inspiration. Famous painter Salvador Dali used to nap while holding a spoon. As soon as he drifted into sleep and dropped it, he'd wake up and sketch the bizarre imagery he'd seen, a technique he called slumber with a key. Writers often harvest from night visions. Stephen King dreamed the plot of Misery. Robert Louis Stevenson saw scenes from Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde while asleep. Dreams have long served as storyboards for the subconscious. The sewing machine was invented from a dream. Elias Howe invented the sewing machine after dreaming he was being attacked by warriors with spears, each with a hole in the tip. That detail inspired the modern sewing needle design, which changed everything. Dreams dissolve mental boundaries. In dreams, the brain connects ideas without the strict filters of logic or rules. This free association makes it easier to combine distant concepts, perfect conditions for innovation. REM sleep boosts creative problem-solving. Studies show that people who nap and enter REM sleep perform better on creative puzzles and word games. The dreaming mind reorganizes thoughts, creating new connections the waking brain often misses. Dreams blend the familiar with the fantastic because dreams mix real memories with wild distortions. They're fertile ground for metaphor, symbol, and surprise. Just like great art, that's why so many creative people turn to them for insight. Lucid dreamers use sleep to explore ideas. Some lucid dreamers intentionally enter sleep to explore ideas, sculpting music, choreographing dances, or testing theories in mental space. For them, dreams are a creative workspace with no limits. Creativity isn't always loud. It can be gentle sometimes. Creativity in dreams isn't about invention, it's about perspective. A new way of seeing, a strange image that softens grief, a symbol of hope that lingers after waking. Even silent dreams can create change. So as you sleep tonight, your mind may be composing, building, imagining, quietly sculpting something beautiful in the dark. What dream will create your next idea? What dreams mean, or if they mean anything at all. We've wandered through the landscapes of sleep, neural sparks, stories without scripts, and symbols made of emotion. But now we ask a question older than science. What do dreams actually mean? Humans have searched for meaning in dreams for thousands of years, from ancient Egypt to modern psychology. People have long believed that dreams carry messages. They've been seen as omens, divine visions, and reflections of the soul. Every culture has asked, what is the dream trying to tell me? Freud believed dreams were wish fulfillment. Sigmund Freud's theory claimed that dreams were windows into our unconscious desires. To him, even strange dreams were disguised expressions of our hidden longings, masked behind symbolism. Jung saw dreams as messages from the self. Carl Jung believed that dreams helped us find balance. He saw them as messages from the deeper self, using archetypes and symbols to guide us through personal growth, healing, and integration. Some cultures see dreams as spirit journeys. In many indigenous traditions, dreams are sacred. Some believe that the soul travels during sleep, visiting ancestors or gaining wisdom. For them, dreams are not just stories. They are lived experiences in another plane. Modern science remains cautious. While some scientists explore meaning in dreams, many take a cautious stance. They see dreams as byproducts of brain activity, mental simulations that reflect emotion and memory, but not necessarily hidden truth. Symbols can feel personal, not universal. Not all dream symbols mean the same for everyone. A falling dream may feel terrifying to one person, but freeing to another. The mind builds symbols from your personal story, your fears, joys, and lived moments. Recurring dreams may signal unresolved feelings. If a dream repeats, it might be a signal. The brain tends to revisit emotional topics it hasn't fully processed. A recurring dream doesn't always mean something's wrong, but it often means something is unfinished. Dreams can reflect daily life in subtle ways. Even the most bizarre dream may contain echoes of your day. A face you glimpsed, a headline you forgot, a passing feeling. Dreams often mirror life, not literally, but emotionally. Interpretation can be insightful. If you're gentle, some people find value in reflecting on their dreams, not for fortune telling, but for emotional insight. What did I feel? What did I want? How did I respond? These questions can turn a dream into a soft conversation with yourself. Technology may soon decode dreams. With advances in neuroscience, some researchers believe we may someday visualize dreams through brain scans. Already, rough images and categories have been reconstructed. The line between science and sci-fi is blurring. But the mystery may be the point. Maybe dreams aren't puzzles to be solved, but mysteries to be felt. Not everything must be explained. Some parts of the human experience are meant to be wondered at, not conquered. Dreams remind us that we are storytellers above all. Dreams reveal our minds need to tell stories, to turn chaos into narrative, emotion into movement, memory into metaphor. Even when no one is watching, our minds create worlds. And now the dream fades, the questions remain. But maybe the beauty of dreaming isn't in knowing why. but in letting go, drifting deeper softly, quietly into another world.